So let's resume the session, guys. So Michael, you have been working on the construction side, and you said you've been doing some architecture work, some design work in the construction side. So which means you have excellent soft skills and
Yeah,
communication skills.
yeah,
And you must have been dealing with customers, agents, vendors, and different companies, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
Excellent. And uh, how fast do you want to transition into IT?
Um, you know what? I'm quite crazy with my ambition of my timeline. So I'd say probably like the next 3 to 6 months, if that's possible.
Yeah,
Um,
that's an
what?
achievable time frame.
Yeah, but I
So,
know for a lot of people it's like 1 year or 2 or 5 or however many years. But my mindset is, if I can get it in 3 months, what would I need to do? What energy would I need to put in to get that? So that's the type of mindset that I'm having right now. Like, what if it needs to be like 10 hours a day? Kind of really going for it because my whole thing is, why would you drag out something when you know you can get it done quicker? You know. So,
okay,
yeah, I think that's where I'm at the moment. So I just want to know what's the minimum time frame? What's the
okay.
expected? This really.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's learn a bit more. Are you a Windows user or are you a Mac user?
Windows.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. And you said you have some certifications.
Yeah, so like I guess so yeah, I have my cloud practitioner. I'm currently working towards my solutions architects.
Hmm.
So yeah, those are the two that I've got at the moment working towards.
And where are you learning from?
It's just self-taught, self-taught. Um I'm using things like Udemy,
Okay.
and yeah,
Are
I'm
you
talking
using
to
Stephen?
people. Say again?
Are you using
Oh,
Stephen?
Stefan Marek.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stefan Marek. But I find just doing the exams, that's what I kind of like learn a lot quicker if you just
Okay.
sort of like engage and just like research. So yeah, I'm reading all the papers and just doing the exam
Okay.
tests and stuff, and I think
So
that's
that's
really
good.
effective.
So you have foundational knowledge of what cloud is and what you can do with cloud,
Yes,
but you don't have
yes,
any
yeah.
practical or any projects like that.
No, not yet. Well, I started like in terms of like so I managed to set up like a landing zone in AWS, and there's a few other things that I've been sort of working on, but at the moment I'm sort of focused on just sort of getting the certification out of the way, and then I'm gonna get back to the projects.
Okay, that's
But
good.
in terms of like CPUs, like virtualizations, like those kind of like core fundamentals, like what is networking, I've been sort of
Okay.
like doing some like kind of like reading around that too.
Okay. So if I ask
So
you a basic question, what do you know about IAM? What can we do with IAM?
IAM is identity and access management, and it allows for secured access into your sort of your resources. With IAM, you can basically assign roles
Yeah.
to certain users. You've got users, basically like people who have like certain permissions, and permissions are basically like a group of policies. Policies are like holds and things like that. So yeah, I'm learning how they all sort of fit together. But
Okay.
I realize that a big part of it is like the sort of like scripting. So like there's the command line, Linux command line.
No, no, no. Stay
So all
there.
of that
Stay
for me
there.
is just
Stay
pretty
there.
much.
You've
Oh,
you've
okay, yeah,
answered
okay,
you answered the question brilliantly. So if an
okay,
interviewer ever asks you, let's for example about IAM, and you have no experience, and the way you answered it is the perfect answer for it, by the way.
oh,
And
cool. Okay,
just stick to
thank you.
that and do not talk about anything else. If they ask you for something, just answer regarding that. Do not talk about scripting, Linux, anything, because you will put yourself in trouble then. Then they'll ask you even more difficult questions. So just stick to what they're asking. You answered brilliantly, and people who have no experience, they have no idea on how to answer that. So that's very good. Well done on that. So, Michael, how much time can you invest in a week or in a day to learn?
I could commit 10 hours a day to learning.
10
Um,
hours? Is that
yeah,
realistic
10,
with you?
That's a lot.
10,
My
like,
comp
okay, I'll be honest, my schedule right now is between like let's say it's a minimum of 6 hours or maximum of 10. So like this week I've done like at least like three 10-hour like shifts. But like I'm being strategic. So I'm not just doing 10 hours like straight. I'm basically doing 3 hour blocks in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon,
Okay.
4 hours in the evening, and I've got my breaks in as well.
Okay.
So and I get to bed by like 10 or before that even. And
So
I'm
so
up
you
by
can
7.
study in the pattern of 2 hours each.
Yeah, like three to 4 hours or even 2 hours, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the scientific way is if you focus on something for more than 2 hours, your brain starts rejecting it. So I would
Yeah.
advise what you need to do is you need to have like 1 hour 45 minute sessions each, and then take a break, maybe take a walk, go in the back garden, or just speak to your family member to regain some energy, or maybe have a
Mhm.
snack and have some healthy diet. Obviously, throughout this process, you need a healthy diet. For example, brain foods like vegetables and stew, something like that, which will keep you going. If you eat heavy like pizza, oily food, you will end up going sleep because that's what those kind of foods do. So because you're on a mission, on a high paying journey, right? So you're gonna have to believe like you're in a military training now. And you have to set 1 hour 45 minutes uh patterns. Like for example, in the morning, if you can do one slot of 1 hour 45, and then you've taken break or you've gone to work or something, and then you continue. So do like three patterns of this in 24 hours,
Mhm.
which is more
Okay.
healthier for your brain as well. Otherwise, you will start facing burnouts. And
Mhm.
and if you're dedicating a lot of time, take Sunday off. But when you take Sunday off, on Sunday you're researching.
Mhm.
You're researching the job market, you're researching businesses, what they're using, what they're not using. You're researching your local area where you live, what kind of jobs are there, etc. So one thing is clear now, you need to focus on that, and you need to stop learning cloud at the moment. You need to start learning Linux,
Mhm.
okay? And you need to start learning Linux, for example, a premium course. Like you can get a course for $10. Uh,
Mhm.
you can just go for our RHCSA because that's highly used in the industry, right? And when you learn any Linux flavor, all the commands are almost the same.
Mhm. Do you have to get like the certification though? Or can you just like learn Linux and just get the projects?
If you get a certification, it's good. But if you learn it really good and you practice it really well and you can speak about it, you can demonstrate it, you've made maybe some articles, you made some projects, and you
Mhm.
shared it on your GitHub, that will do as
Mhm.
well.
Okay.
But if you have some budget for RSCSA exam, because they are quite costly and they're not you cannot memorize them. They are all practical based on lab based. That's
Yeah.
why they have more value to an MCQ based exam. And why do I
Mhm.
say Linux? Because everything is interconnected with the bash scripting,
Mhm.
right? So when you're working on AWS, when you're working on Cloud Shell in AWS, uh, everything in the backend is on Linux or in Bash. So you will need to know that.
Okay.
You will need to learn that. So once you have, so don't buy a course which is like 100 hours training, because what they do is they mostly just talk and do less practical. That's why it's 100 hours. You don't need that. That's for someone like maybe 18-year-old, 19-year-old who needs to understand the basics. So you're not that young, so you can understand these basics more quicker than someone who is very young.
Mhm.
Um, so once you do Linux, RHCSA, right? And do some research and always check reviews of people who have already bought the course.
Mhm.
Don't buy it because maybe the price is cheap. Just see the review. If the review is high, then obviously that guy is doing something good. And is he updating the course regularly? Check the dates up. If he is, you're on the current course. So
Mhm.
number one, RSCSA. Once you've done RSCSA, you need to learn some. You should realistically move on to RSCE then, which is Ansible. So you will learn automation, right? Because currently,
Mhm.
if you start learning Python, you might end up giving up. So that's why if you learn in a structured manner, like RSCE, because you already done RSCSA, and then if you move on to RSCE, it will become easier for you. So in the market, if the RSCSA training is 40 hours, for example, RSCE is only 15 to 20 hours.
Mhm.
And then do practice, that's another 10 hours, right? And then
Mhm.
once you do automation, because Ansible is a tool where you can use Bash and Ansible, and then you don't need Python.
Mhm.
You don't need Python. And then then when you're ready for Python and when you know Ansible, it will become easier for you because you already know what automation is, how it works, and you've already done it,
Mhm.
right? So after RSCE, you can then jump on to learning AWS Associate, right? But then you need to do two courses at the same time because cloud is very easy, right? So you're learning AWS and then you're also learning Kubernetes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kubernetes. And because you're already brilliant at once you do RSC, SA and RSE, everything will become baby easy
Mhm.
because you exactly know. For example, if you know how to use Windows, right, you can
Yeah.
install and configure any software. For example, Microsoft Word. And if you've never used Microsoft Word, you can just install it and start using it on Windows, right? But if you don't know how Windows work, you will struggle like Control A to select all, Control V, Control C to copy, etc. You know the shortcuts, right? Similarly,
Mhm.
you need to know how to navigate Linux in order to work in these tools, and then it will be
Mhm.
easier for you. You know RCSA, you know Ansible, AWS is easy, so you're learning that on the side. You're doing Kubernetes, right? And then you start building some projects, and then you can connect with me and you can ask me, hey Ali, can you give me a project? I'll give you a documentation with the video. Just go through it,
Mhm.
you'll smash it out.
Mhm.
This will take you around, to be realistic, 3 months. In 3 months you should be able to get a job as a cloud support engineer after doing this, right?
Mhm.
But then your learning doesn't stop. So you got a job. You got to, don't get me wrong, cloud support engineer. Where are you, by the way, located? Are you in the south, north, or west?
Oh, Midlands. Midlands.
Okay, in the Midlands, they pay around 40 to 60 for a
Mhm.
cloud support role. So you will be earning that much, and then you'll be continuing your learning, and then you will start learning OpenShift administration. So once you do administration, straight away because it's only going to be 15 hours training for OpenShift because you already know Red Hat. And then you move on to OpenShift virtualization. Once you learn virtualization, you can take a 3 month study break, right? Focus on the new job because then you're going to be earning about 80K, right? You need to learn everything in the job. You need to show them you're dedicated. You need to show them that you're a you are someone who
Committed.
go up and
Yeah.
beyond, and you don't just do your job, you actually create a permanent solution for it, and you create
Mhm.
a permanent automation for it. You don't just do what you're told, you do extra work
Mhm.
because you're getting 80K.
Mhm.
So for 60K, it will take you 3 months. Add another 3 months, you'll move on to 80K.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if you've been writing these down, but actually I've been writing these down because if anyone asks me, I can just read it out to them.
Yeah. No, I hear that. So this is specifically for like cloud because I know like there's different roles and I know different roles require different sort of skill
Yeah.
set. So
So
let's say
it,
if I
it
wanted to
could
go down,
be it could be cloud support, it could be junior DevOps,
yeah.
it
Oh
could
no,
be
cloud engineer, that's my focus.
okay.
Solutions architect.
Okay, even if you are doing you still need to know all these tools, because if you want to become a solutions architect is more sales oriented, which might be more
Mhm.
suitable for you. You still need to know the fundamentals, because if you're going to give a design, if you're going to architect a solution for a business,
Yeah,
you need to know what tools will be beneficial for them.
yeah, no, yeah.
Just how in construction, you know what the client wants and how you can help them.
Mhm.
Yeah, great question. That's great, Michael.
Thank
Connect with me, so we can, discuss a one-to-one call,
Yeah, yeah, no,
see
definitely.
how it goes.
Awesome. Thank you so
Thank you,
much, man.
Michael. Okay, great. Does anyone else has any questions? Come on, guys. We all are family members here. We all are part of the Cloud Whistler community. This is not a company. You're not my employee. You're my friend.
I wanted to make a comment on studying. I see a lot of people, because they want to accelerate and get to their goal quickly, they'll say, like Michael said, oh yeah, I can study 10 hours a day. You don't want to, they do like a marathon studying. They start in the morning and they keep going. They can go for 2, 3, 4 hours. But Ali is right. You have to take a break. You have to give your brain a break. I use an app called Pomodoro. It's a little app and it reminds me to stop. So when that bell rings, maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour, I set it short. I stop. Then I go and do something else. Then it rings again. Okay, break's over. Then it comes back. Some that kind of tool, because it's so easy. I can do it. Sit there and just keep going. Hour and a half, 2 hours. It's because you're in the zone, but you need to stop. You need to take a break. Um, you need to look away from the computer, get your eyes off of it. So it's really, really important. You can sit and study for 3 hours straight, but it's not beneficial because you won't retain everything, just like
Yep.
Ali says. So I just wanted to comment on that. Also, you have to factor in and say, okay, I have 10 hours. No, maybe not. Things happen, family, things happen in life. So you might have less time than you think. So just kind of, well, you'll know. So what I would do is you start studying for 2, 3 days a week and figure out how much time did I really study? How much time do I really have? And then you might find, well, I only have 4 hours a day, or I only have this many because of things that happen. So just kind of, you'll know how much time you have when you actually do it, and then you can figure out, the time frame. But it's very tempting to sit there and just go marathon and do the 3 hours without stopping, because you can. Your brain will let you, but you won't remember anything. So,
No, it's
you
so
know,
true.
so just a little tip. I do it. I have an app or something to remind me, because I can be in the zone as well, very easily.
Yeah.
Just wanted to throw that out. So good, good, good call, Ali, on that regarding studying.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Yvonne, what's the name of that app? Because I need
It's
to
it's
download that as well.
It's called Pomodoro. Pomodoro. And actually, Pomodoro is a study system, if you Google it, of why it's important to take breaks. 45 minute here. So I do 45 minutes, 5, or I can do an hour, 10. So you can set how much break you have. I usually do 5, 10 minute break, and set the study time that you have. So you can do 45, you can do an hour, but don't do too long. Just do enough so you can take a break. And
Is
right,
it
food,
is
food, hydration, taking a break, going outside. I hike, I walk. Getting away from the computer is very good. Yeah.
okay? I can see on Windows there's Pomodoro timer,
Yep. That's it.
and it's available on Google Apps and macOS as well.
Yeah. And so you set it for your study time, and then you set your break. So if I do 5 minute, then 45 minute, an hour, you can adjust that. An alarm comes off. When it's time, it goes ding, 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 to remind you.
No,
So
100%. You know why? Because when you learn something, your brain needs time to synchronize it as well. And if you don't allow that, that information, it's like taking it from one ear and taking it out from the other. So you need to allow it for it to synchronize in a healthy manner and a positive manner, because your brain is designed to protect you. If you're investing a lot of hours, your brain will be like, hey, I need to put you in the red spot.
another thing I want to comment is sleep. Now, in college, I was guilty. An exam's coming up, you stay up to 2 a.m. studying. I used to do that in college. I don't do that anymore. Not good. You
Yeah,
have to
100%.
sleep. You have to decide when your sleep is. Getting 3 hours sleep and keep going, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I mean, you can do it. Let me tell you, your body will let you do it. Now, whether it's beneficial, that's another story. So I have a set time that I want to sleep, 7 hours, and I
Hmm.
don't vary from that. When it's time, it's time. So I get to sleep, and then when you get to sleep the next day, my brain is ready to go. So I don't sacrifice sleep. It actually helps me. I get, you rest, take a rest. So some people can do 2, 3 hours. Well, people are different. People need different amounts of sleep. But I just want to say that try to get the sleep that you need because it will help you sleep. And by the way, in the morning, I'm on fire. I can move mountains in the morning because my brain is all ready to go fresh. So yeah. And then around in the evening, around dinner time, I start slowing down.
Yeah.
Then I know, okay, my brain's slowing down now. And I can see it. I can see in the morning, I'm very quick. I pick things up. And in the evening, I'm not as fast. So that means I'm tired. So just a tip. You can tell how
Excellent.
your body feels. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. So does anyone else has any questions? Maybe they're
Yeah.
struggling with job market, or maybe their CV or something.
No. Hello. I hope everyone's fine.
Hi,
Okay,
hi, Roberta.
I hello. So I've been learning Linux for the past 2 months. I've been investing 2 hours a day,
Hmm.
and honestly speaking, I can configure Linux at basic level, any base commands I can
Yeah,
understand and I can implement them very easily. The thing I am concerned about is because, as you said, everything is connected to Linux when it comes to cloud computer. Everything. So if you have to master Linux if you want to enter in this field, right?
yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So my question and my concern is on how can I get hands-on experience on Linux? How can I, get projects or things like that to which I can get, practice. I can practice those commands well because through a video, I am connected to a portal in which I can, interact with other students, and it's available all on YouTube as well.
Okay, do
So
you have any technical
that
experience, or you come from a non-technical background?
no, I have zero tech experience, and
Okay, so for
I
you,
last studied computer in 8th grade. These
okay,
past 7 years, I have zero knowledge of computer, how it
okay,
has evolved or
and you
something.
have kids, you have family, or are you single?
No, I'm 23, unmarried. Yes,
Okay, so you can dedicate more time. So for someone who's
yes.
non-technical, the perfect role for you is to become a
Mhm.
solutions architect, right?
Solutions architect. Okay.
Solutions architect
That's a
is the
basic
perfect
level. Start
role
point.
for you. The reason is because
Mhm.
it's more sales oriented. Yes, you have to do some hands-on as well, but it's more talking
Mhm.
to the clients, attending meetings, and being like a project manager.
Feeling like a project manager. Okay. So I
Yeah.
have the bachelor's in chemistry. I've
Okay.
been graduated this year. Mm.
Okay,
Um,
that's great.
that thing concerns me the most, coming from a non-tech, seriously non-tech background.
It's totally
That
up to
thing
you. I
sounds very
mean,
good.
you can decide
Mm,
if you want to go into engineering side or you find more fun. Because remember, do always what makes you happy.
mm.
So if
Yes.
giving a solution makes you more happy, for example, helping a client get the right infrastructure for their business when you are, educated in that area, and if you have fun in that, that's good for you. And if you don't like that, you like more engineering, like hands-on, more practical and less talking, then DevOps is for you. Again, obviously you will need to attend meetings, etc., a lot of collaboration. But then if you want hands-on, DevOps is for you. If not, then solutions architect is for you. You can see some YouTube videos on a day-to-day life for a solutions architect, and you can see a day-to-day life for a DevOps engineer. And then you need to decide. Deciding and making a decision is one thing, and actually acting on it is the real thing.
Yes, you're right. So,
So
for
once
now,
once you've
should I?
decided, Mubarra, once you've decided exactly what you want to do, you can connect with me, send me a private message, and then we can work on your customized roadmap with timing,
No, I
etc.
have my clear goal. I want to be a DevOps engineer. That's my clear goal
So you don't want to be in
within.
in the project management side. You want to be hands-on, more hands-on.
Yeah, I want to be more hands-on because this thing
Okay.
has intrigued me. You just come go into another world
Okay.
that
It will take you
is
6 months
quite
to
remarkable.
enter the market with a
Mm-hmm.
junior position, maybe a junior cloud, maybe a junior DevOps, or a junior infrastructure, or even a technical support engineer. So you will need to invest at least 6 months. Again, send me a DM so then I can work on a one-to-one to give you your roadmap. I don't want to start giving roadmaps and people start following it, because for each individual, the roadmap will be different.
Okay. And what about solutions architect? How much time will it take for me to enter the
For
market?
solutions architect is similar time. It's less time for Michael because he's already into construction management. He's already into project management. So he already knows how to handle clients. He already knows how to, do the vendor talk and all that. So that's why it's 3 months for
Mm-hmm.
him to enter the market and 3 months to improve furthermore. For you, it will be 6 months from my understanding, but it might be different when I have a one-to-one with you.
Okay, I'll sure connect with you. Thank you for your time.
No worries, thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, sir. And my name is Tahir, and I'm from Pakistan. And this is my last year of my computer science is undergrad. And
Okay, so you're a student
I'm new. Yes, I'm student.
and it's your last year.
And yes, it's my last
Okay.
year. BS computer science.
And where did you study from in Pakistan?
Uh, Punjab University, PUCIT Lahore.
Okay.
And I'm totally new to cloud computing and DevOps. In university, there is no course for that, no intro or any information regarding this field. So I was just interested to know uh, how can I find my way. Mm.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. That's a good age to decide of what you want to do in life. When I was
Yeah.
22, I didn't bother. I wish I did. So that's very good that you are 22 and you're interested in, improving your future. When I was 22, I said I want to be a billionaire. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to be a Spider-Man. I want to be a Superman. But because I didn't have guidance. You're 22, and I'm glad that you're asking these questions. So, what I would do is, in your case, I would join an academy, on-site academy, because you're young, right? You can take time out. You can go because you need an environment. You need an environment where people are discussing issues, where people are struggling, and then you're part of them as well. So join an IT academy.
Uh,
And if you don't have the
Actually,
budget for it and you want to do online remotely,
yes.
then you need to again you need to join a community. You are already part of the community. You need to join a course which similar people are taking, so you can discuss issues, etc., because you need collaboration end of the day. Again,
Yes.
you should start learning about operating systems and networking.
I have a bit of a very basic knowledge about computer networks and operating systems. There were some university courses for that. But my question is, as I'm graduating this year, and there are in Pakistan there are basic jobs, the associate software engineer jobs in the companies here. But my ultimate goal is to choose the right, I would say, career path. And I think the cloud computing and machine learning, these fields are for me. So
Yeah, so for
in
your
my,
age, I would focus on the fundamentals.
yes, and in case of
So
cloud
when you're
computing,
saying when you're saying networking, you should study CCNA because you will
yes,
understand networking in more detail. With CCNA, don't just study CCNA because you're young. Study operating system on the side. You can either pick Windows or Linux.
okay,
Yeah. So learn CCNA and learn a Windows or a Linux server machine on how to work on this. So pick the one you like and then work on that.
okay. So
Uh,
I think if I should,
don't think about the end goal. Think about the current goal. So your current goal
okay,
is CCNA and operating
yes,
system server machine.
okay. So I should find a course for these CCNA and OS, and let's start learning.
Yeah, and don't look at too many courses and don't end up buying too many courses because then your brain will auto reject. Your brain will say you have so many courses, you don't know which one to go with.
Okay,
So I can recommend you some CCNA courses which are cheap as well, or I can share a YouTube link with you. With YouTube, they miss out a lot of information. So if you buy a premium course, they cover everything.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem. Anyone else has any questions?
Yes, Mr. I want to say something. Do you have any courses owned by you?
On what, sorry?
You own some courses?
I am building some courses. Currently, we are in the me and Yvonne and Sana, we are in the process of recording it. So it should be ready in like 3 months. But what I
Um,
can give you guys, I can give you guys a 3 months trial of Code Cloud.
it's
On
on
this,
DevOps, another.
yes. So the course we are making is a complete course for to become a cloud or DevOps or a solutions architect. So we will start from the very beginner level and take you guys to the advanced level.
Okay, as you complete it, so please share the link in the group. We will take a lot of benefit from there.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I will keep you guys updated with this. But again, uh, always start with the fundamentals if you have no technical knowledge. And I'm just sharing a 3 months trial link in the chat for Code Cloud, so you can start with some fundamentals. And Michael, also the link I'm sharing, it also has some projects
Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you. And so for Linux
for
and the
everything
code,
for anything you want.
awesome. Thanks, man.
It's for 3 months. So if you're not ready yet, activate it when you're ready.
Cool.
okay.
Okay.
So,
So can
one
I
thing,
can I activate it in January?
Sorry?
Because if I'm going to do my exam for solutions architect like December, end of December, can I activate it then? Will it expire by then?
It will expire in March, so before
No.
March.
Oh, awesome. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
so I have one more question. So I am currently working as DevOps engineer. I don't have any current job. So I'm making some applications for, I'm applying for jobs on LinkedIn and other job platforms. So I got some calls from job interviews and recruiters. So they invite us
So what types
to.
of jobs are you applying? Do you currently have experience? What can you work with currently?
I'm working on DevOps from past 1 year. So
So are you
that's
working or are you studying?
I'm studying and working on some projects by own Google.
Okay. Okay.
So
So how old are you again?
I am 20.
20. Okay. So what you need to do, you need to get a job in the market. You need to at least work in call center and improve your soft skills. Com you need to be brilliant at communication.
Mm.
Uh, because then you will get more confidence in speaking. So
Yeah,
you're
it's
studying at the same time and you're making some money. Get a part-time job. You don't have to get a full-time job. Basically, you need an environment. That's why I said go to a IT academy where you are on site because everyone who is going for DevOps or cloud engineer, they have worked in the past. They've been around people. So you need to have very good people skills. And if you don't have that and you just want to train completely remotely, then I do have a training package for that. You can send me a message on that, and then we can work on a one-to-one to improve that. And then I can put 3 to 4 guys with you who are learning the same technology. So you guys will connect on a day-to-day basis, maybe on Zoom or Skype or wherever, and then you guys will study together, troubleshoot together as a team, how it works in real IT. So
that's
guys,
great.
I'm gonna wrap up. There is only 1 minute left in the meeting. So thank you guys for attending. If anyone has any questions, please do send me a DM. Anyone wants to discuss anything, and if anyone is interested and ready for the market, shoot me a message. If anyone wants career guidance and they want to work on a one-to-one with me, send me a message. So thank you everyone and have a great evening.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. Sure.